Right, the easiest recipe ever. Shredded pork. You can make so much with this. You can make carnitas, you can make street tacos, you can make barbecue sandwiches, you can make barbecue nachos, you can make pizza, barbecue pizza, anything you want. This is very simple. This is 10 pounds of pork. It was on sale for 99 cents a pound, which is amazing. 10 pounds of pork, just over $10, a little bit over 10 pounds. And cut here, take this out, and I'll just show you how easy this is to prep up and cook. It's a crock pot recipe. That is a lot of meat. Oh, look at that. So when it comes, this is Boston butt. So when it comes, it's usually like this. There'll be a bone in it. That's fine. And then we'll have this skin, big fat back on the side. So you just want to kind of cut that off. Kind of pull it away from here. Just kind of get in there and pull it away. And you could save this. This is great for like if you want to do some collard greens, or you just want to throw some of this in. I always say this, I just throw it in the freezer, and anytime I want to make some beans or something like that, I'll just use this fat back to throw a little chunk in there with beans or collard greens, and it turns out fantastic. Alright, you can leave a little bit on there, but you just want to kind of get most of this off there. This meat is very fatty, but it cooks up super good and it's super delicious. So let's going to continue. What we're going to do now, just grab your favorite all-purpose seasoning. Check out this Saison stuff, which is great, and just season it real quick. And then like I said, we're going to put it in the crock pot. So we got my crock pot here. Season that up. You're going to generously season this. So this is going to be the top side. So I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to season this side, bottom side, and that part with the fat cap. It's going to be the top side. Season it up very generously on all sides. Throw it in here. Whew. And it will fill up the crock pot. You're like, do you need to put water in this? No, you do not, because this is all the fat and juices are just going to render out of here, and it's going to actually cook in its own juices. So now that is it. We are going to put the lid on this. We're going to cook it on low, low, overnight, 12 hours. All right, so I actually cooked that about 10 hours. You see how it's bubbling away there? I was like, okay, I think it's done. So you just turn it off after 10 hours and just let it sit in the crock pot for about 2 hours just to cool off so you could start to shred it. The whole house smelled like amazing in the morning when I woke up. I was like, oh, it smells so good. All right, so you see all the fat on top of there. You just want to skim that fat off a little. You can skim it off more once you pull it out of there, but I'm just trying to get the majority of it out right now. And then with the juices that are left in there, you can make some beans later. So just save that extra broth that's in there without the fat, and you can just boil some beans over for a few hours in that broth, and it's amazing. But you can see how the bone just slipped right out of there, and you get the rest of that fat back off the top of it and kind of discard it. But it's hard to pull the whole thing out in one piece. It just falls right apart, so you'll have to take it out in chunks like that. And then once you've got it all out, just start to shredding. You can just use forks and just pull it apart. It's that tender. Really, really easy. And you'll have enough pork for like all week. And like I said, plenty of different recipes you can make with this. So I'm going to show you one of my favorite recipes for breakfast. This is the best breakfast you'll ever have if you make this. Just in a cast iron, medium-high heat, add some oil, and then just crisp up that pork. This is from the day before, so the pork was in the refrigerator. And while that's like getting nice and crispy, you want it all crispy, I'm going to fry up an egg. Just stir it occasionally, but you do want to leave it sitting so it does get little crispy bits around the edges. And then after a while, when it's getting going, flip your egg, and then just wait another, cook it for another 30 seconds like you would how you'd like your egg, and then plate it up. Got that nice crispy pork. I want some of this right now. Then you got your egg, and that egg, the yolk just goes, runs into the pork. Oh, it's so good. And this is onions, jalapenos, and a little cilantro in there. I just diced up there with the lime on the side to squeeze over the pork. Man, this is the best breakfast you'll ever have. You have to make it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. Watch my other food videos.